There's a lot that goes into the origins of the rivalry between Hope and Calvin, and men's basketball was the first sport of the rivalry. Calvin's athletic department began in 1920, and it began with basketball teams. And the first game that the Calvin team played was against Hope College. Hope was the more established of the two at the time, but as Calvin started intercollegiate athletics, they began right off the bat with a game against Hope College in December of 1920. So that was the beginning of the rivalry between the two schools in terms of athletics. It was also the beginning of intercollegiate athletics for Calvin.
Yeah, my time as a player here was really interesting. I came in and Calvin had been kind of down for about 3 or 4 years, and I was part of the rebuilding process. The first year, we miraculously won the league. Can't tell you how, we weren't very good, but we really developed talent, and by the time I was a senior, we got to the Final Four. So it was a great experience of kind of going through that rebuilding process.
But you know, my experiences of playing against Calvin my freshman year really sort of, I thought I knew the rivalry as a kid growing up watching it, and then all of a sudden I'm in it and I'm playing, and it takes on a whole another level of intensity. The emotions that are there, the ways in which the crowd impacts what's happening. I mean, those games, you're just on emotional roller coasters.
Went sprawling, but a huge bucket there by Ryan Stevens. 20 seconds to go.
It is interesting, and I think that's what makes the rivalry so special, is it really hasn't changed that much. When we talk about our goals for the season, and it's the same every year, yes, we want to win the conference, we want to win the conference tournament, we want to make the NCAA tournament, but we also want to beat Hope. Overall, that fan involvement, the player involvement, I think when you just look at the rivalry, that's what makes it so special.
I would say the evolution of the rivalry that I've seen from my perspective as a player and a coach sort of follows traditional lines of the ways in which the game of basketball has evolved itself. I mean, the game's always changing, right? So strategies are always evolving, and what players can do is always changing. They seem to be able to do more and more all the time.